just few hours ago, as Tinubu finally burst out few hours ago regarding what the Northern youth are doing right now. A lot of people were actually thinking that the protest has finished yesterday, which marked the day 10 of the protest. But the Northern youth have finally put Tinubu on a very high jump. The protests have gotten to another level in the northern part of Nigeria right now, and Tinubu finally burst out in tears as he begged the Northerners from not spying and killing the Nigerian politicians in the north. Now they're taking it down to their doorsteps. So I'd like guys to stay connected to the end of this video for you to see what is ongoing in the northern part right now, and for you to know everything that is ongoing there right now. So if you can share this video, just do well to share to different social media platforms. Let it go viral, and if you can share it, just like it as you're watching it, like it, give it a thumb up, so that it will be recommended for us. The northern youth said something. They said whether they like it or not, they did not attend to their agitations. Even at the day 10 of the protest, they will continue it and they will take it to another level, and that's what they're doing right now. So just stay connected as I play the video. I'll come back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, ensure you click the red subscription button appearing on your video screen, and at the same time click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. A lot of things is happening in the northern part of Nigeria right now. It's not only limited to the north, even some places in the southern part of Nigeria, everywhere is boiling. There is never the plan of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but Tinubu never planned it like this. I didn't mean that I know that the protesting will turn up like this. He wouldn't have allowed the protest to take place at all, because people have been announcing the protest a month before the protest can start at all, from August 1. Now the protest ended yesterday according to the proposed date that the protest supposed to end, but the people are saying no, that it is the protest proposed date that elapsed yesterday. They said the hunger have not elapsed. Now they said they will take it to another level. In course of the protest, in the day 10 of the protest, a lot of people have been saying that if Tinubu fail to attend to their agitations, they will never relent, they will never stop protesting. They said the speech that Tinubu gave few days ago, he never attended to their agitations, because a lot of people put their expectation on the speech that Tinubu gave last week Sunday, which marks the 7th or the 8th day of the speech, and Tinubu never come out again to readdress it. Now the speech Tinubu gave then, he never talked about how he want to stop the hunger that is ravaging the land. He never talked about how he want to remove people from poverty and put a lot of opportunity out there. He never talked about how he want to reduce the cost of governance. He never talked about how he wants to reduce fuel price to 100 naira or 180 or 200, just to bring back the subsidy for some time and do something and outside. He never talked about all those key factors, and Nigerian people are asking for basic things. They never asked the government to buy them plane or jet. They never asked the government to build stadium for them for their luxurious stores and all, just for the fun of it and all. They never asked government for that. They asking for basic need. Food is the basic need in every country. They're asking for food because a lot of people are eating grasses in Nigeria. A lot of things is going down. Civil servants are living like slaves in the country. A lot of people are not seeing 2 square meals to eat. Even 1 square meal is not even possible again. It's becoming more of impossible in Nigeria right now, because there's high in price of commodity of goods. Now the people are demanding for change from the government. They're asking for food. Now they're dashing them bullet. Now they're taking it to another level. Everywhere boils in the northern part of Nigeria right now. Everywhere is boiling. It's not even like the protest they make in the 10 day. They are now doing new thing in the northern part of Nigeria, getting to the houses of politicians and buying them and all. That's what they're doing in the north right now. Now I'll play you the video in this very video, so I'd like guys to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share this video, just do well to share to different social media platforms. Let it go viral, and if you can share it, just like it as you're watching it, like it, give it a thumb up, so that it will be recommended for us. During the 10-day protest and all, a lot of people in the north, they took the protest to another level. I made it bold and clear on this platform. I said the protest that they're making in the northern part of Nigeria is different from the one they're staging in the southern part of Nigeria. The east, they exclude themselves from the protest. They said they're not interested in anything in Nigeria. Those ones are actually fighting for their BIAFRA and all, which is fine. Now the northern people and the southern people stage the protest of end bad governance, but the northern people actually turn their own to Tinubu must go with immediate effect. They don't even want the bad governance to go again. They said Tinubu must go. They want Tinubu to go because a lot of people in the northern part of Nigeria, they eating grasses. Those people did not see life. Those people are not social enough. Those people are not seeing good life in Nigeria. Many of the northern people in Nigeria, they living like slaves. Even in the worst statistics, they make an analysis and they said 90% of Nigerians are in poverty, and they said 87% of the poverty come from the northern part of Nigeria. You can imagine that statistics. You know, I saw that thing yesterday. I couldn't shed tears. Now the northerners are saying that they are not even interested in embark governors protest again. They said Tinubu must go. They said Putin should come and save them. Now a lot of them were waving flag because of the 10-day protest and all. They were waving Russian flag and all, and that caught the attention of even Biden, the United States president. He called the attention of Tinubu to that flag that they're waving, that they didn't really know what they're doing, because according to report, that's a report, they said the flag they're waving attached treason, that is a treasonable offense and all. And you know, treasonable offense and all is punishable by death by the law and all of that. And that is what they be saying. And Nigerian police have been arresting a lot of people in the north that actually wave the flag and all, because that alone is a big blow to Nigeria. They be arresting northerners, and the report I gathered last was they arrested more than 1,000 northerners in the course of the 10-day protest and all, waving flags and all. They even arrested the tailor that was swinging the flags and all. They did all these things. Now the northerners are saying that whether they like it or not, they keep arresting them. They will still do something more if Tinubu did not attend to their agitations. They said they will still do more of a lot of things even after the day 10 of the protest, as if it's a shout play. Come and see what they are doing in the north right now. So if you can share this video, just do it to share it, and if you can't share it, just like it. As I'm going to play the video now, listen to Seun Kuti, the son of Fela Kuti, what he said about what is going in the north and the government and all. Then you will see the northern protests and all. You see what they're doing. They entering politicians' house, spying them and all of that. Just stay connected. I'm coming back again.
So yeah, so first of all, you know, I won't commend the northern youths. I post something for my story, so if you never see I'm after this live, maybe you check my story. You know, because Naya, they always talk about the organized abandonment. Throughout where government they talk say na Spanish people bring flag, na some unknown people bring flag. No journalists we they interview them bring up say no, what these young people are saying is that they want socialism. What the northern youths were saying by carrying the Russian flag is that they want socialism. I post down for my story. Anybody will say I dey lie, and if you know if you look my story, many all of now they Tunde not page I sure. Now in page I from take the story. Somebody send them to me from there. You know, one of my comrades. You know, I did give am props. I don't want to give am props so they make your head know this way, because I don't see her for this live already. You know. So yeah, the northern youths, because if I look my last live, I say, waiting with the fight, waiting with the protest. I can't, the northern youth understand what they are protesting, but they just don't understand global dynamics. And why? Because they are misrepresented to them by the media and the elders that own the media. So many of us for Africa, which is the mistake. That's why I tell you that for my life, I don't support all this military coup for Niger, for Mali, but I don't support anyone. Because for Africa, we still believe, say, Russia is socialist because of the Soviet Union. Because we remember, say, Soviet Union and they fight for socialism, Russia. But brothers and sisters, let me remind you that Soviet Union no longer exists. This Russia is not the Russia of the 60s, the 70s, the 50s, the 80s. This Russia is a new Russia. Putin himself is one of the world's most, in fact, not one of, is the most powerful oligarch in the world. Putin is the world's richest oligarch. Putin is a ruthless capitalist. Putin has no strand of socialism in him. Putin is an exploiter like the US and UK and Western corporations. So what we the experience for Africa be say the West and the East, Europe, the Eastern capitalists and the Western capitalists have internal crises. It no mean say Putin is suddenly a socialist. that this today Russia is against the United States is not based on the ideology of economics. No, it is based on the privileges of the economics. They are fighting for the privilege of capitalism. Putin is not fighting to remove capitalism. So my northern youth, I'm happy that I understand that capitalism is our problem. I am very impressed because many of our southern youths don't even understand that, and the southern youths claim to be more intelligent and exposed than the northerners. And I always tell people when they do political analysis that the northerners are far ahead in the revolution than the southerners. Many of the northern politicians cannot stay in their states. All of them live in Abuja. Local government, they cannot live, they are not safe. Politicians in the north are not safe. All politicians in the south are safe, bro. They are safe. They move around freely. They throw party. When last you hear say one senator just throw party for Niger? Now the alaye they will get military backing die like Babangida will do wedding for Ipikin. Now you kind big people ex-president that they fit do wedding for their village. Now them say their mama die, they go do big burial for north. You won't die. Who you among who? 2 times so they don't protest for Sokoto now. 2 times so they don't protest. Now the Sultan of Sokoto house they go. Now police protect them. The 2 times. It's the equivalent of say make all Yoruba people go on your Ife house or Alafion for your house. Go burn them down. See they won't go burn them. No matter how we protest, we never do that kind of one. Say we go gather for on your Ife house. Go gather for Alafion for your house. I said it 2 times for Sokoto. Now police pursue them from Sultan of Sokoto Palace. You don't understand? So the northerners understand. Go look at, they say they want the Russian system, but they are failed by their elders. When they open their eye because we lack the education. They know the rhetoric. They understand the pain. But African people will not ever mix today Russia with the Russia of the past. We cannot replace the United States and Britain and France and Germany. We cannot replace the West with Russia. It's the same as saying you want to remove Tinubu and put Atiku. Do you understand? Internally, say you want to remove Tinubu and put Atiku, or remove Atiku, put Peter Obi. Well, nothing will change in your life. Nothing will change in your life. The only people where their life will change are the people where they in the line of business where they profit who they for power. The fact that no politician in the north is safe means that the northerners are far ahead in their revolution or in their understanding of what a revolution should look like than we are. You know, Russia is a as Putin fights American institutions. Putin is fighting the World Bank, is fighting the IMF. It does not mean Putin has instated any sort of socialist reform in Russia. Waiting Putin the fight for be say make the Bank of Russia self get out like World Bank. That instead of going to borrow money from World Bank, going to borrow money from IMF, let us borrow you. Let us come and build for you. The West are not, they're just giving you aid, they are not building. But this will not be new talk. China is doing the same thing in Africa. Do you think that China is in Africa building all these things that they are building to help Africans? No. Who they build them? Not be Chinese workers. The Chinese government are bringing, they have surplus workers. Chinese government are spreading their money and influence so that their workers can leave China and work. In China, they are building cities that nobody is living in because they have to engage their people in work. Putin will lose any respect wey he gets among him people for Russia. He will lose any kind of respect. If any opposition in Russia can prove that what Putin is doing in Africa will benefit Africans more than it will benefit Russian people. Make I repeat the talk. I repeat, I say, Putin will lose his power and respect in Russia if the opposition in Russia can prove that what Putin is doing in Africa will benefit Africans more than it will benefit Russians. Let me repeat it the third time. Putin will lose all respect and power in Russia if any opposition he has in Russia can prove to the Russian people that what Putin is doing in Africa will benefit African people more than it will benefit Russians. So if we understand politics like that, why we go to say anybody from outside can come inside our continent to do anything positive for us African people? By bringing Wagner Group to Africa to fight the forces of the West, where they talk, where they help them fight for Niger, where they help them fight for Mali. Do you know how much Russia is making in return? Russia is a big weapon manufacturing country. They are selling their guns to those countries, their bombs. He's making billions for those companies. It is those billions those companies are making from those Niger and Mali that they will use to give him to continue to hold on to power in Russia. So let me just tell you people something. So northern Nigerian youths, I'm very happy that you understand what's going on. But yet again, we have been failed because I don't understand. Say that Putin won't define, that Russia will define. Now we be the Russia. Now we be the Putin. We have to put in our own work. Jojo. Rather, we have to put in our own work. Now we go do the work. So northern youth, please, MOP platform full for Telegram. Mona join for una states. Sokoto, Kano, Kaduna, Jigawa, Yobe, Yola, Damatu, everybody, let's go. We all understand this country needs socialist reforms. And what that one means, say let's use this thing for the benefit of everybody. I don't tell you that before, say it is in our constitution, say. This is what they tell you now. I'm standing on the Nigerian Constitution. Chapter 2 of our Constitution, now they stand on. Say everything in this country must be used for the benefit of Nigerian people first. It's in our Constitution. And that's why I always tackle when this government do anything for any of these rich people. Because also in that chapter 2, this constitution say no individual or group must be given preferential treatment with the Commonwealth of Nigerians. Inside our constitution. So when Dangote is running around, president come outside to give Dangote preferential treatment. It is unconstitutional in this country. That's why I know say any president will get the love of Nigerian people in his heart can reverse any of these things. In less than a year, he will reverse any of these things and focus the problem. Because the constitution will back him. We cannot fight it because that same constitution talk say for chapter 6, he say we don't get the power to sue the government for not doing that thing, right? That we don't have the power to sue the government for anything under chapter 2. Imagine the Adam, because people are beginning to fight them with the constitution, they Falano, they Gani that time. Early in the democracy, don't begin to use chapter 2. They fight this government. The government, they enter Senate, could go make new chapter for law. Say, if you use the chapter 2, take government, go court. So fine, we cannot use the court, but if a president that has the love of Nigerians, they power, like Yar'Adua did. Yar'Adua reverse all the nonsense. That's why they say Yar'Adua dead. One day Nigerians will know what really happened to Yar'Adua. If Buhari can be revived, if Buhari can be turned back to a young boy with Nigerian money, if Buhari can be alive, why should Yar'Adua die? I want to know. One day we will know. Buhari is alive, Yar'Adua died. See, all the acts of all this government in business, in the subsidy, in dollar, is all unconstitutional. Because it can be proven that those policies serve only a certain group in Nigeria or serve only certain individuals in Nigeria, and it is unconstitutional. So we the people have the power. We no need to even with our president. It's because they deceive una. They are organized abandonment. They no one could see una because they don't say if anybody will no dey part of them whole power. Say you even for local government level. You can improve the lives of Nigerians in ways that I said China has no national resource. China has nothing. Just people. China just get crowd. With the power of that crowd, China has lifted 800 million people out of poverty in the last 25 years. In the last 45 years, since 1980. 800 million people, that is 4 full Nigeria of people out of poverty. 4 full Nigerians. 4 full Nigeria of people. 9 Ghana, China don't move out of poverty because their elders are on their side. Their elites are on their side. They have vision for their people. Not the ones that have abandoned their people.
Tinubu must go, AKPABIO must go.
What about planting is 8,000? Tinubu, let us breathe to allow me to my business in peace. That is all I have to say no to bad governance in Nigeria, please.
And we must protect this country. No miscreant will take this country by force.
Nigeria needs a revolution, and it starts with you.
Yes.
It starts with I.
Yes.
It's not by complaining in the house. Oh, fair price is this.
Sorry.
Tinubu, leave us alone. You're not in Nigeria. Tinubu, leave us alone. Jagaban, leave us alone. Free us to rule our country. AKPABIO must go with Tinubu. Because the government he made, they did not make it rightly. AKPABIO must go. Wike must go. All of them must go. People are suffering. People are dying. There is hunger. There is hunger. I've never seen a government before. I've never seen it before. That's why we are protesting. We are protesting. That is not what we are doing. End bad government. End bad government.
Make people allow people die for hunger. Make it bring money, make we dey chop. Make it make everything possible for us. Make it become president.
The funniest part is that Tinubu is making us go ahead. All I have to say in this country is that Tinubu is making us meeting Buhari in this country. That is all I have to say.
Tinubu must go.
Subsidy should be removed. Subsidy should be removed. Let Nigeria sleep for a while.
They start beating us this morning and jack us at the police, hand over us to the police. They hand over us at the police, were beating us and put us inside the police van. Now I have to call some of our men and tell them what has happened. So when they come in, they now ask us to go and never to come back, that we should go to Treasure Park, which we go there. When we get there, the police were coming, that they were shooting tear gas on us everywhere, chasing us away, that there is no protest anymore. And this is peaceful protest. Rivers State has not witnessed any bad news since we started this protest. So I'm pleading with Mr. President, please, we are not here by party. It's not by PDP or APC or anything. We are here for the masses. We are here because we have seen what has happened to the family. We are suffering. We cannot buy cup of garri again. There is no job, nothing. We are suffering. The thing is biting by the day. So we are asking Mr. President, please, you are ruling over 200 million Nigerians. We are human beings. Hear us, please. We are pleading. You are a father to us. Help us. We are hungry. Bring down the fair price. That is all we need from you. We don't need many. We don't need much. Just bring down the price fuel so that the people in the society who don't have a job, who don't have access to this 70,000, who don't have access to this free palliative, can see food to eat.
We'll be using Federal Secretariat, Aba Road, and from there when we meet, we now move from there and come back, and after we finish the day for the day, we now everybody go home and then come back for tomorrow. So that's our venue, usually convene. So it's quite unfortunate for me to hear that kind of sad story where people were beating. Sky B was beaten and was tear gas. And then when I got to the scene, truly I met some guys that were rough-handled. They beat them brutally, and then from the experience, they said the police were there. The police even had to seize their placards and said, what are they protesting for? The president has addressed the nation, and the state is now on rest. You guys are trying to create panic, so for that we'll not give you room. But my question is this: why should the security guys work with those paid thugs? You know, so I begin to wonder if that's how we're going to run the Nigeria called the country called Nigeria, and how we're going to pilot the democracy so far. So it's quite disheartening that the security agencies who are supposed to support, give us their moral support and guide us and even defend us from these hoodlums, are now the ones working with the hoodlums, you know, to discredit the process. Just exactly what they did during the NSAS protest. This is exactly what they are exhibiting. We don't know where the information came from, who's directed those guys, but we believe that they came from a top government officials, because the police knew about this and they did nothing. They did not go after them, rather they were receiving people the hoodlums go to the protesters, beat them up, then bring them to the police. So you can imagine the synergy between security agency and hoodlums. This is the security that's also protect us.
They started beating me up. They tore my coat and blanket, my jewelry and little cash and carry it to me. And next thing, when they were beating me up, police, they were there. So the next thing, after beating me, they handed me over to the police. And that was what I can be able to explain. I don't know where they came from. So if they were to be police people, at least by their dressing and by their looks, I can be able to identify them to be uniform men. But totally, I can be able to say that they are the protest hijackers. They are the people that came out to disorganize the protest. That is it. They were uncountable. At least I can be able to say that there are more than 100 there, because they splitted themselves into two places. Even you, the people that are like you, that is coming with a good will to come out and agitate for your right. When you are like seeing the way they splitted themselves, you must walk up to them. You must think that these people that like came because of the reason you came out.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can hear what all those guys say. You know, one of the most useless organization in Nigeria is the Nigerian Police Force. I will say it again. One of the most useless organization in Nigeria, one of the most useless oppressors are the Nigerian Police Force. I will say it vividly and I will say it everywhere. You know, Nigerian police are meant to protect the protesters in cause of the peaceful protest and all. It's in the constitution that Nigerian police must protect the protesters according to the section 40 of the 1999 constitution. It was stated there. But Nigerian police force, what they do is, when the protesters are protesting, they will be looking at hoodlums, they will be looking at thugs coming to the protest ground to attack peaceful protesters, and these people will be there watching. I played the video yesterday, I played to you 3 days ago too. You saw what happened even in Ojota when police were there in the protest ground, and the peaceful protesters, they were protesting and stating their agitations to the government peacefully. These people never incite any violence, because I didn't mean that they incited violence. You saw the video yesterday. Now, if you have not seen the video, check back to my last video that I dropped before this one. You saw the video. I didn't mean that those people were staging rioting protests or violent protests and all. The police would have tear gassed them. They don't waste time on that. But the police were just there friendly when the thugs were coming from the other side of the road, and they came and they hijacked the people. They began to beat the people, and the people were running for their life, and police were there looking at them, looking at the thugs. What kind of collaboration is going on between thugs and Nigeria police? That's what is going. I believe that they receive order from somewhere that when the thugs come, they should not do anything to the thugs. That's what's happening. The same thing happened in the course of the election. Even in Lagos State, these are Lagos State. Something happened in the course of the election when thugs were hijacking different police units, and they will sit down there. Talks will mount here in different polling units because of the 2023 presidential election. They will be telling people, if you are not voting for APC, go back to your house. And they even came to the public space to announce it even before the election. They said, if you know you voted for Labour Party, don't bother to come out. They made the announcement, and police were defending them then, because the people called their attention to the police. They called the Nigerian police attention to the video that MC Oluomo released in course of the election, that he was threatening the people not to come out to vote for Labour Party or other party, that it is only people that want to vote for APC that he wants to see outside. Which right did MC Oluomo, the chief of thugs in Lagos, which right did they have to see all those things? Now, they called the attention of police to it in 2023 election. This just 2023 election that passed, that made Tinubu to be the president of Nigeria. They called the attention of police to it. Police were saying that no, it was just joking, that he did not mean it. Can a common man say that thing and they will not go and pick the person up? Till now, they did not bring MC Oluomo to book, because what he stated the day before the election, I threatened the people, he perpetrated it in course of the election. The election they go. He did it. He did not allow people to vote. They spread talks all around Lagos and all. Anybody that want to vote for any party aside APC, they will not allow them to vote. Most especially Labour Party voter, they did not allow them to vote in many places. Oh, that was what happened. police were there in different police units. They were looking at talks, beating people, beating a lot of people, shedding blood from a lot of people and all. The same thing is happening in the 10-day protest that was just concluded yesterday. The same thing happened, though the people said that they're not going to relent on the protest, that they will continue tomorrow, which is Monday. That was what a lot of Nigerians are saying, and I played the video in this very platform day before yesterday and even yesterday. What people are saying, that if Tinubu failed to attend to the agitations, that they will not relent, that it is the protest proposed day that will finish, that the hunger have not finished, that they can't go back to the same hunger that they come from, that Tinubu must do something regarding the fuel price. He must do something to reduce the bad governance. He must do something to reduce the cost of governance. He must do something to make sure that they live a better life in their own country, that the government cannot be enjoying on their behalf. That's what is happening in Nigeria. A lot of Northerners are taking the protest to another level. They can hear what Seun Kuti said. They said they never allow any politician to stay in North again. That you will see politicians in the North that they will be doing birthday like the one that AKPABIO did in stadium recently, spending billions of naira on birthday in stadium. You can imagine the Senate president, where did they got all those money from? That's the question that a lot of Nigerians are asking. They said they can't try it in the North, that any politician in the North that puts them in poverty, that wants to come and live a luxurious lifestyle in the presence of the Northerners, they said they will set them ablaze. That's what they're saying. They said it is only people like Babangida that have a lot of military backup and all. Those are the people that throw birthday or wedding anniversary there in the North, and they do it successfully. They said many of the northern politicians, they stay in Abuja now. They don't bond them that they should stay in the northern part of Nigeria, that they want to be riding a big convoy, they want to be living luxurious lifestyle, they want to be throwing expensive parties and all in the North. They said the Northerners are taking it serious. Even they have secured the house of Sultan and Sokoto 2 times because protesters in the North, the protesters hijacked the place. They stormed the palace of the Sultan of Sokoto that they respected so much. That was what Seun Kuti was saying in that very video. They are not respecting these people again because they believe that they are the one that put them in the poverty, hijack poverty, multi-dimensional poverty that they are in the northern part of Nigeria. They said they will never allow them to rest until they make things right, that they will not allow them to rest. You can see how Port Harcourt people were saying that AKPABIO must go, Tinubu must go. AKPABIO is one of the major problems as far as Nigeria is concerned. I don't know how he got to be the Senate president of Nigeria. I know that the people voted for him because they trusted him and all, and I don't know, maybe he manipulated his way there. I don't want to know. But him finding himself at the Senate seat of Nigeria, AKPABIO have been approving a lot of dirty bills. I call them dirty bills that is coming from different places. They approved the money for presidential yacht. Nobody have ever said the yacht till now. 5 billion naira yacht. What did Tinubu want to do with yacht till now? We have not seen Tinubu in that yacht till now. And they approved a lot of money. They renovated the office of Vice President SHETTIMA. After a few weeks, they used 5 billion or 6 billion to renovate the office. After a few weeks, they call out that they want to use 21 billion to build a new house for him through Wiki. Those things happen and AKPABIO approved the bill. Now, a lot of people are saying that AKPABIO must go. The same AKPABIO came out and made note to the general public that when the protesters will be protesting, the 10 day of the protest, that he will be in his house eating and enjoying. That is coming from a Senate president of a democratic country. You can imagine, and we call ourselves a democratic country as the giant of Africa. You can imagine things are not going well in the country. The Northerners are not smiling at the moment. They said the protest will continue tomorrow. They said if police should do anything stupid, that they too will do something stupid to the police and all. I played the video yesterday. It's not my own personal opinion. Check back to my last video that I dropped before this video. I played it to you there. So what do you guys think is going to happen now, since Tinubu did not attend to the agitations of the people again? He never come out to make a new speech regarding how he wants to attend to all the agitations. Drop a opinion in the comment section of this video, as I'm gonna there to get another one for you. But what is happening in the political space and what is happening in Nigeria? Ensure you follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV and Lamp Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Happy Sunday to you all, and see you in my next video, guys. Bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor where they like on top, pastor for LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor where they back, where politician where they do pass himself. World leader, all the while you waiting for church. All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.